Okay. Okay. Today I'm going to do some more maintenance on our Ram. I've got to change the fuel filters, and it's a pretty straightforward job, so let's get to it. Got a light so you can see. Gloves to protect my hands and glasses to protect my eyes. 1 1/8 inch socket, 3-inch extension, universal joint, 10-inch extension, 1/2 inch ratchet, some shop towels, a couple of glass jars to catch the diesel that we're going to let out, and my 2 filters. We're on the driver's side of the engine bay. We've got the brake fluid reservoir. That's my transmission dipstick. If you have the Eisen transmission, it's going to be on the driver's side. And if you had the Chrysler transmission, your dipstick is going to be over there on the passenger side. So if we zoom in down here, this is the housing, a plastic housing for the fuel filter. And the yellow stopcock down there is a valve to drain the fuel filter. I've already attached a hose down there so that I can direct where the fuel goes and capture it without spilling it all over the place. Open her up. It says a 1/4 turn. Most important thing is to keep the socket straight up and down so you don't strip it. Looks like somebody already did some damage to this thing. Hopefully I don't look back at the video and find out that it was me. Alright, and let's not get it dirty. An important thing to notice is the old O-ring is still there. So, you know, we got to take that off. There we go. I'm going to pull the old filter out. There's still going to be fuel in it, so be careful. One hand is squeezing the hell out of it, the other one I can pull. Jesus. So maybe that's not the answer. Okay, got a little piece of leather and an offset wrench. I'm using the leather to protect the housing, and I'm going to use the offset wrench to pry up on this filter, get it out of the housing. I know you can't see, but this is ridiculous. Here we go. Nice satisfying pop. Jesus. Alright, there should still be fuel in here, so I'm going to take it out nice and slow. Now, in other videos, I see people lift it straight out past the brake reservoir. But since I've got this dipstick in the way, I'm going to have to get creative here. After lubricating the O-ring, I put the new filter back in the plastic. You have to push it in sideways under the brake fluid reservoir, then turn it back right side up to put it in the filter housing. Make sure it snaps into place. Okay, got the nice little snap, it's in place. Got some lubrication on the new O-ring. Go ahead and slip the filter cap back down there, and we'll start it by hand. .5 Newton meters is somewhere around 22.5 foot-pounds. There it is. Close the stopcock. It's only a 1/4 turn. Now we're laying under the truck. Directly above us is the fuel tank, and you can see that's my water separator. I attached a hose to this one too. Alright. Nice. Got it going right into my jar. Is that it? It seems like not very much. It's about 2 ounces so far. Before I get too crazy, I need to disconnect this electrical sensor. Alright, got my filter wrench. Stick that up there. Pass my sensor wire through there so I'm not going to damage that. Hope it's big enough. Oh no, not big enough. Nope. Basically, you use a loop of rope that's long enough to go around the filter several times. Leave a small loop to wrap one wrench around in, and use a second wrench on the box end of the first wrench, and then you have a filter wrench that's made out of rope. I'll put a link to First Class Amateur's rope wrench video. I will definitely have to send my appreciation to First Class Amateur. Whoa. Well, that's too bad. Got a little bit of diesel. Had some spillage. All right. I took the drain assembly out using a filter wrench and a tongue and groove wrench. Don't let the sensor touch anything because it's sensitive. Take off the old O-ring. Clean up the plug assembly, not the sensors. Put the new lubricated O-ring on, then screw it into the new water separator. Lube the O-ring before you install the new water separator. Go ahead and make sure the valve is closed by turning it clockwise, and then plug the electrical connector back in. Heard the nice click. I have the enter and go push button start. The manual only lists priming instructions for key fobs or real keys. What you do is, with your foot off the brake, hit the start button twice to get it into the run position. This runs the fuel pump for 2 seconds. Then push the button one more time to turn it off. Rinse and repeat several times. The Haynes manual says after you've done that several times, let the truck crank for no more than 30 seconds, then give the starter a 3-minute break. Okay, we're gonna crank and see what happens. But let it crank for 30 seconds. And if it doesn't crank, we wait for 3 minutes and come back and try it again. So, here we go. There we go. Right. While it's running, so I know that we've got nice high fuel pressure, why don't we see if it's leaking? Because leaks are bad. Right. No leaks on the paper towel down there, which is great. Alright, kill it. Take a look. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. I torqued this down with my torque wrench to 22.5 foot-pounds, which is the recommended setting. And then, you know, cranked it up. We got the fuel primed. And now, well, now I can't turn it enough because of the angle of the camera. But shove back in there. Whoop. All right. Now we're turning more. Oh boy. Okay. So now we'll cranks right back up. Very nice. So let's go see if there's a leak. It's definitely not spraying out anymore. So far I don't see any leaks. Alright, so the engine bay is going to get a little detail so that, you know, next time I start the truck I can see if there's actually still a leak or not. Hold on to your butts. So let's go look underneath. I don't see any jigs. Should be good. Alright, let's get out of here. All right. Well, so much for a straightforward job. Man.